issues terrifying warning to Sharia law Muslims. Melania is an inspiration for all women. Radical Muslims of the world who follow Sharia law to a T should be cowering in the face of one truly courageous and powerful woman. Melania Trump presented awards at the 2017 International Women of Courage ceremony to honor 13 women who have shown great strength and perseverance in the face of hard adversity. The Department of State holds the ceremony each year to celebrate heroic women who become community leaders around the world despite persecution. Most of the women being honored hail from Africa and Muslim-majority countries, where they all suffered due to barbaric cultural practices. Standing up for women around the world, Melania warns the era of allowing brutality against women and children is over. Melania also used her speech to remind us all of our moral responsibilities to reach our highest potential while improving the world around us. The horrible treatment suffered by the women honored at the event should remind us all what our country offers and greatness its citizens have the chance to achieve. We will live in the freest country in the world, free from barbaric institutions that are present the world over. In America, there are no structural or legal barriers against women, and discrimination is illegal. All of us are free to pursue our life for ourselves as we see fit. Even so, this does not prevent misguided feminists in America from pretending they are victims of persecution. All feminists should watch these cow award ceremonies to understand how blessed they actually are. Liberal feminists frequently protest over spreading or mansplaining while ignoring the horrors of child slavery and acid attacks that are becoming all too common abroad. I did a video on acid attacks. There are a lot of people being hit with acid. Girls mostly. That's what the refugees are doing in Paris, London, and all over the world. But there were 1,500 in London recently, in the last year and a half. American feminists should learn from Melania. Millions of women around the world are suffering due to Sharia law and other primitive cultural practices. However, feminists at home refuse to acknowledge the plight since it diminishes their perceived perception. In other words, they can't say that they're suffering if they admit that the women over in those other countries are truly suffering. Follow? They have to admit that they're not suffering if they admit that. Western feminists clearly do not care about women. They only care about obtaining power for themselves while demonizing masculinity. If they had truly cared about women, they would be praising Melania for bringing attention to strong women like these. Sharmin Akhtar, a young Bangladesh girl who resisted her family's effort to force her to wed a man much older than she is. At just 15, she refused her family and continued to attend school. She hopes to finish her education and become a lawyer to help save other young girls from forced marriages. You should be ashamed of yourself, you snowflakes on the left. Or what about Major Akatoy Osman Isaka, the first female in Nigeria to successfully enlist in the military? She has risen in the ranks to become a director of social work at a military hospital. It is her duty to help protect her people from the spread of Boko Haram and other terrorist organizations while promoting women peacekeepers. Melania Trump proves herself to be an ideal role model for young girls everywhere. She is a legal immigrant who is incredibly successful in her own business life before she settled down to have children. Now, she is using her achieved success to help women who are truly suffering around the globe. What do you think about Melania's speech and what she said? And I have one more story here. Melania Trump just posted a photo of her and Donald that instantly went viral. This is a nice one. Aw, how nice. Very nice, Melania. POTUS and FLOTUS, from East Wing to West Wing. I like that. I think that's nice. And that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't know what this is. Did you see that? When you're on certain sites,